So my ancestors were part of the Burn settlers in 1850. Came out from Yorkshire, so I'm fifth generation here in Roselands. In terms of the kiwis, my dad was one of the pioneers of the kiwis in the early 80s. He planted the green kiwis. And then in 2010, I was one of the first farmers approached in South Africa to do the gold kiwis. So we trialed them, and then the commercial plantings we started in 2013. So the farm is about 350 hectares, comprising mostly of grassveld. Kiwis, we've got about 20 hectares in total at the moment. I do vegetables, we've got some timber, we do some livestock, and then we've got an outdoor adventure centre called Roselands, which has been running for about 25 years now. Farming kiwis, there's actually limited hectares of our varieties left, and we're basically cherry picking which growers that we want to plant our varieties. Climate plays a huge role, so they, being a deciduous vine, they need a degree of winter chill, although the varieties are very, very low chill, the gold varieties, especially compared to green. Green have a much higher chill requirement. So capital, you're looking at probably close to 800,000 Rand a hectare to establish kiwis. That's including vines, royalties, nets, irrigation, everything else. One of the very good things about kiwis is that you don't need a lot of land. So on probably a 10 hectare establishment, you can make a very comfortable living. So large parts of South Africa are actually very good for kiwis. You can't grow them on the coast because it's obviously too warm. They can handle down to about minus 10 degrees in winter, so they've got quite a sort of high degree of resistance to cold. But then again, late frost is a big issue. So if you're in areas where in sort of September, if it goes below -3, -4, that can become a real problem. Farming with kiwis is incredibly profitable. However, guys, if you don't get it right, there's actually a lot of money to be lost. We've seen it already. It's not a sideline crop. It's not something like citrus or avos where you can just plant them and just reap the rewards. It's incredibly intensive, requiring incredible focus. The market is actually quite unique in that we don't even know where to start. There's such a global undersupply in our window period, so we're turning down people literally on almost a weekly basis across Europe. We haven't even started in Asia yet. We are extremely excited about this industry. With there's so many things under pressure at the moment. Avos, macadamias, sugarcane, citrus, blueberries. Gold kiwis is the one thing that just has sky's the limit. So we're actually looking for guys to grow gold kiwis, but not just anybody. We really are looking for some of the best farmers in South Africa to do it. I think if anything, just make sure that you've got some way of diversifying. Don't just do one thing. And then also look for niche things. Don't try and grow what everyone else is growing. Try and find something niche. And I think that's what's one of the exciting things about kiwis. It's such a niche thing that you can grow. So just try and play to your strengths and look for a niche, because everywhere you are, you will find a niche somewhere.